Hey everybody, welcome to AJS News. This is the first of two videos we got for you today.
But first, a word from our sponsors.
Hey, what are you doing?
Oh, hey, what's going on?
What are you hiding?
Nothing.
Have you seen Dad's wallet? He's real pissed. He stomped all over the house looking for it.
That guy loses everything. I might be like behind the counter or something. I don't know.
You have it right there. What are you doing with his wallet?
I was trying to buy him a gift for Father's Day.
Oh, it is coming up, yeah.
Yeah, what do you think about this right here? There's a tie.
He's never worn a tie, ever.
What about these cool underwear gloves? They're pretty sweet.
No. And you're gonna use his money to buy that?
Well, a new Lego set came out, so I'm kind of broke right now.
Give me his wallet.
No, hold up. Hold up.
Well, it looks like you're buying him a new wallet.
That's better than this, I guess.
You put my name on the gift, and I won't tell him that you took his wallet. Deal?
Done.
Get the people in your life a gift they'll actually want. An extra smart wallet. Right now, there are amazing deals that are so good you can grab one for yourself while you're at it. Click the links down below to check out all Extra has to offer. Free shipping, free returns, and a 12-month warranty. There's no reason not to.
Guys, check out Extra, 25% off right now. You get free shipping, free returns, 12-month warranty.
Oh,
I know you need a new wallet.
you do. It's nice and sturdy.
All right, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Click those links down below. Update on the Space Marine 2 review. That's on me. It's a little slower than I want it to be. Got some behind-the-scenes stuff going on in my house. So give me some more time on that. Maybe, hopefully, by the end of this week. I don't want to make any promises. A lot of good games are coming out as well throughout the week that we want to cover. I'm very excited for Mech Warrior 5 Clans. There's ones that have just recently come out, so stay tuned. Follow us on Twitch, twitch.tv/AngryJoe as I get through this time, and thank you very much for your patience. Alex, what the heck has been going on in gaming news?
Your guys'
Part one.
Your guys' favorite dude, Henry Cavill's got a new project.
Yeah, he's the best.
Oh, I forgot to say, we are working on Silent Hill 2. Alex and Joe have been streaming that. I've been seeing how awesome it looks. I want to get in on it as soon when I can, but we will be having a rapid-fire review coming for that soon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, so Henry Cavill, your guys' favorite dude.
Hey, Henry
Superman.
Cavill news.
Yeah, so he's got a new Amazon project. You excited?
Warhammer.
No, it's not Warhammer.
Superman.
Warhammer.
No, not Warhammer.
Where the fuck is Warhammer? What is going on with Warhammer?
It is everyone's absolute favorite, Voltron, which I actually did like Voltron way back in the day.
I've never seen it.
And yes and no. And
There's an anime or
yes
an
and no.
animation one, right? For Netflix.
Of course.
Recently?
They made a remake one recently.
Okay, yeah. I still haven't watched it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, they combine, and it's like a Power Rangers thing.
Yeah, the problem is the director is Rawson Marshall Thurber, who did Red Notice and Skyscraper.
Skyscraper?
Yeah,
Oh,
the
no.
Rock's take on Die Hard, which was awful.
The Rocks.
So this is the guy that does the Rock movies.
Yeah. Does he say, actually, isn't it that Henry Cavill has the same agent as The Rock? Because remember they did, his Black Adam and Superman.
I love how the hierarchy changed in the DC universe.
I wonder if
love
he
that.
fired his agency, but yet he's still working with some of these. I don't know.
So this is going straight to Amazon Prime, which also makes me not excited about it. Again,
I wonder if this fails, will it affect the 40K, or if this is a sign of the 40K thing starting to fall apart. If Henry feels like, okay, well, I have some time to go and do this.
I look at it in a kind of a weird way, and this is probably stupidly hopeful for Amazon. Amazon's like, look, you want to make it exactly the way that you do, you have to do a bunch of garbage. I think of this as like a side quest he's being forced to do. That they're fine. We will give you creative control, but you do all this garbage first. All right, we're gonna give you the worst director and a IP that not really anyone cares about anymore.
Joe, you were right. It was Voltron Legacy Defender on Netflix, ran between 2016 and 2018, which was apparently surprisingly great. The Voltron movie, no release date.
I never saw it.
it's filming this fall in Australia, but it's like, okay, so he's gonna be one of the pilots, I assume, but that's not.
Who's it gonna be? I don't know.
Kevin Hart,
A few
Ryan
other
Reynolds?
unknowns. It said a few other unknowns.
Yeah.
So he's leading it up. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I can't wait to
It does.
not watch
It
this.
just feels weird, with Henry being attached to a project. I don't know. Lately, it seems he can't stay attached to one thing for too long. He seems a little flaky. I don't think it's his.
It's not
Obviously he's
him.
the gaming darling.
It's never
He's
him.
a 40K darling. And then it started to get a little annoying how everybody was just like protecting Henry at all costs and stuff, and it's getting a little creepy. But and I feel sorry for him because of what happened with Witcher.
Yeah.
But it does seem like some of his projects are falling apart.
Yeah.
There's also the Highlander. I wonder if that's still in production.
yeah.
He was attached to Highlander, so
Yeah,
we'll
he
see.
said he's been working on his sword training for months. It's like, that's cool.
Well, he's
Yeah.
doing it for Witcher as well.
I
so-
just wish that there was an update on the 40K, but they could take as long as they need in order to make that right. If Henry feels like, hey, maybe I can't take this on myself, or I can't even do this project anymore, no harm, no foul. And I want it to go. I love the property of 40K even more than Henry Cavill, so I don't need him attached to that in order to make it go forward. But yeah, I get the feeling you might be right. It's like, hey, do a few projects for us first,
And then we'll give you the money.
and we'll give you the money. But what if Voltron comes out and it's like, well, the gamers didn't connect with it, nobody watched it, it was a disaster, and it was a bad movie? Do you think it will affect, Henry in the future?
Our mind's about the numbers.
I don't think so, because if he's not writing, directing, if he's not in creative control and he's just acting in it, then it probably doesn't. Look, and I can appreciate a guy who's got standards and not preferences. So if it's like, hey, I'm leaving this project because the people who are running it have no idea what they're like, Witcher, right? He's like, I have no idea what direction you're going.
Yeah.
This all sucks. So like, I can appreciate that in then some sort of way. And the guy's made enough money that he can kind of do that. And so like, I can kind of respect it, but I'm with you. I don't want a bad Warhammer show.
Yeah.
I don't want a Warhammer show
bad
based on
Warhammer show
Space
either.
Marines either. Not the first.
It's kind of funny that I want the same directors of Ring of Power to do Warhammer.
The Rings of what the?
That way, because you said, wait.
You want me to destroy a nice ass shirt, Joe? I cannot believe you just explain yourself.
Because you said you love watching Rings of Power now because it's so bad, it's entertaining. So maybe Warhammer will be so bad, it'll be entertaining, and we can watch it every week.
No, I see what you're doing here, Joe. You're not even a Tolkien fan, so for you to say that is, you know what? I can't wait for HBO to fuck up your Harry Potter series.
Oh, they are going to.
Yeah, they're
They're going
wait,
to.
Joe.
I expect that
I
already.
can't wait.
I expect that
Look,
already.
he probably wants to make a show about a bunch of like dudes who guard a skeleton in a chair, and that's not exciting anyway, because that's his favorite for some. He's got bad taste, so it's like, I don't know. We're gonna get.
No, it is not.
Hate you, Joe.
Yeah.
It'll be so bad it's good though.
No.
It's therapeutic.
No,
You can talk about
no,
Warhammer.
no,
and
it
all
would-
the things that could have been better in the show. It's just
That's
like
what's gonna
an
happen
event.
anyway, Joe. It's gonna happen anyway.
same
But
writers.
don't hex me with
The
that
same writers.
level of Ring of Power. The same writers, because they got let go. They need a job, right?
Yeah, there you go.
Wow.
They're not working.
Wow. That was the most insulting
Was it,
suggestion
though?
you've ever made on this show. That hurts me.
I'd be watching it and be like, oh,
Personally.
I got chills.
I get chills
I got chills
Yeah.
watching Warhammer.
when they sacrificed 1,000 innocent people for no reason at all.
I
I
cried.
loved it.
I laughed.
It was
I
so
cried.
cool. All right.
Just you wait, man. I can't wait till they announce who Harry Potter is. It's gonna be who? What is the most
Jason
miscast?
The Rock.
That would be entertaining. Yeah, I'm glad. That's what it's gonna be. The Rock is cast.
Well,
Michael Sierra is now Harry Potter.
They
We
just
have
need to
Kevin
do it.
Hart
They just need
as
to do
Ron
it the right
Weasley.
way.
Kevin Hart as
Ron Weasley.
Harry Potter.
Harry
himself.
Potter's a high school jock, and so like he's not good at school. He's only good
He's
at
not
sports.
even a jock. The
Well,
other
yes,
guy
he's-
was a jock in the Goblet of Fire.
No, Harry Potter's like really good at Quidditch. He marries his high school girlfriend and then becomes a magic cop. And he's super rich. He's a trust fund kid.
Magic.
So just make him a bad guy.
Yeah.
All right. back on track.
Okay.
All right, Football Manager 25 is delayed once again, this time to March 2025. So they said that the push is to get ready for the November release just wasn't going to cut it.
Yeah.
They were rushing too much. They switched over to Unity to try to really increase the offering, and they didn't have the people to make it work. So
I haven't played that game in years.
yeah. So I mean, it's a super popular franchise, and so I think a lot of people will be a little bit upset because they want to play it over the holidays, but still within the same fiscal year. So they still can make some of that money.
Which one?
This is Football Manager 25.
Oh, okay.
So. They said it's a difficult development cycle for the studio, with many things moving slower than it had predicted. Timelines were already tight, and they were just simply rushing too much.
I get it.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Rather something come out good the first time. So I used to get upset about delays, when I was younger. As you get older, you realize, man, you really want that thing to be right the first time, because sometimes they don't even bother fixing it, and it takes even longer to get it done right. So it's just not
Put more effort than Madden.
Yeah. Every year. It's not done, doesn't matter.
Just put it out anyways. We'll patch it later.
Put it out. Yeah. Pay the marketing guy triple, and he'll make it sound like we added a bunch.
Pay Alex.
Pay
Alex. He's got them spicy words.
Yeah. Pass it forward.
The pass it forward system and the new hydroplane technology and weather.
You get double points.
Dynamic touchdown events.
Double
People are going to love it. People are going to love it.
Double the amount of points from a field goal.
See, you guys aren't familiar because touchdowns are something that the Cowboys didn't score this week. And so, you guys only do field goals, but eventually your team will get good
Our
enough.
heads drop.
What?
Wow,
Yeah.
Alex, that's a
funny.
low blow.
No, it's
Joe,
great.
this is the worst episode ever of AJS News. Joe suggested Rings of Power Riders for Warhammer 40,000. Yep. We have one of the worst losses in Cowboys history.
MVP is the kicker. He
Jack
is
Mountain.
the team.
AC breaking in my house, taking phone calls in the middle. This is awful. Awful. Help me, please.
Well, they're also on fire. The
Yeah.
Cowboys.
It's all right. It's just the 49ers next.
Yeah, we're gonna get. Oh,
I think we're gonna.
we are who we thought we were.
We get 50 yards next game.
Oh,
combined.
rushing
yards.
Compared to
50.
what did we make?
Probably 46
Yes.
combined.
Yeah. Moving on.
Move on,
All right.
motherfucker.
There was a Pokemon hack this week. Actually, really bad. Sometimes we talk about hacks and they got some paint files and no one actually cares.
Yeah.
This is pretty big. There's news of Synapse, which is an unannounced spin-off for Pokemon. We got the code name for the Switch 2. Details about upcoming anime series, live-action spin-offs, plot details for the second Detective Pikachu movie, references to a potential live-action movie codenamed Game Boy, source code for the DS games. There's all sorts of stuff. So whoever got into their
I think
system,
they're in trouble.
Yeah,
They're in trouble.
you-
You do not
Okay,
go
you
after
read through those
fucking
pretty
Nintendo.
quickly. I
That's
missed some of
that's a
them.
lot. But
Are you gonna go into detail?
I don't. So the Synapse, which is an unannounced Pokemon spin-off directly from Game Freak.
Yeah.
Details about an upcoming anime series.
May or may not be Pokemon related,
L-
but more than likely Pokemon related since
Yeah.
it's a hack pertaining to it. But
Yeah.
it is Nintendo. Okay.
And then a live-action spin-off,
What?
including the plot details for a second Detective Pikachu film.
Okay.
And references to another potential
It's
live-action
gotta be
movie.
Netflix is probably hoping to grab the Pokemon. Now they're doing well with One Piece. Okay.
And then there's a live-action movie codenamed Game Boy, which is separate from that also got leaked information for.
Another live-action potential Pokemon. So there's 2 live-action potential Pokemons. In addition, if you can count 3 with Detective Pikachu.
Yeah. And then source code for the DS games and design documents, internal discussions, and art abandoned for abandoned Pokemon designs.
Yeah. Now, granted, all this stuff is probably very early in development and was never meant for public consumption. So a lot of these live-action projects may or may not be canceled in the process, or may not come to fruition.
But that guy's in trouble.
But that guy, you don't mess with fucking Nintendo, and you definitely don't mess with Nintendo's Pokemon.
We don't talk about them.
Yeah.
My Pokemans.
So
Let me show you them. We saw too much.
Yeah. Apparently, there's even more details on the internet, like specific details, but for the sake of like spoilers and stuff, like the whole plot of the movie.
Of
And then
a
gonna get
live action
taken-
movie?
Of the Detective Pikachu, like
Of the
apparently.
Detective Pikachu, got it,
I
damn.
didn't look into it because probably gonna have to review that one. Then.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's really bad. So again, someone's probably getting fired. And this is just another announcement. Some of us are older, and our parents are even older than that. And sometimes old people get text messages like, "Hey, the parcel you sent last week got stuck. Please call me back, and then give me your social security number, and then give me a bunch of gold." So talk to the old people in your life, and make sure they're not getting scammed by stuff, because most of the hacks aren't, hacker man doing this. It's basic crap like, "Hey, I need you to give me your PC's password so that I can make sure your email isn't."
Send me gift cards.
Yeah.
So. All right, in good game news, Dragon Ball Sparking, not Sparkling Kids, Sparking Zero.
Sparking.
The kids do call it sparkling. I
Yeah.
was talking.
It's
to
Well, when
constantly.
you,
I
it's
hear-
like
I hear 'em talk
sparkling.
about it, it's
You
like, it's not
power
sparkling.
up, everything's sparkling.
Sparkling.
Makes sense.
I get it, but it's sparkling.
It's Sparking. It's Sparking.
glitter.
Think of it like a doggy, Sparky.
It's doing awesome. There were over 121,000 people concurrently playing on Steam,
Hey.
which is crazy for a
For a
fighting
fighter,
game.
yeah.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat 11 was 35,000 peak. Tekken 7, 18,900 peak. Street Fighter 6, which did awesome. Everyone's like, "Oh my god, nothing's ever gonna top this." 70,000. So like, this is killing those games.
Damn, and if only they would fucking put in the resources to these motherfucking Dragon Ball games like they do these other games and fighting games, especially NetherRealm story mode. And it always seems like the Dragon Ball teams have been B teams in the past.
Yeah.
In the past, okay? Dragon Ball Fighter Z was great. Kakarot, B team that punched above their weight,
Yeah.
but didn't have the budget, I think. And then when you play through the story mode in this game, as we are right now, you just wish, hey, you should have given these guys a little more money, a little bit bigger budget, and some time for it.
If only
but
there was
they
like
got the
animated
thing
stuff
that
you
matters.
could have and just kind of put in there. Like, it
Right?
would be
Yeah.
so cool if you could just take.
The gameplay is super fun.
That's
you
where it
have
really
to break
shines.
your fighter game. This is not a fighting game.
No.
I try to tell people this all the time when they play it. This sucks. I fucking hate it. I don't know what I'm doing. It's an arena. It's an anime arena fighter, which operates under completely different rules. It's simplistic, but yet difficult to master. It's deceptively deep, but yet anybody can jump into it and spam.
Just don't pick Yamcha.
Just don't pick Yamcha. And we've been having a lot of
Fucking
fun
lost
with
me
it.
all my points.
I actually have been having more fun watching the CPUs fight each other and placing bets. That's fun. But yeah, anyways. Well, that's
Legal
good
Twitch
to,
gambling.
Yeah,
rings.
exactly.
good to
I
hear.
lost it.
Because really, what is the only way for me to get what I want, which is bigger budgeted Dragon Ball games?
Yeah.
The only way that happens is if they see the games making more and more money, and then they can put in bigger and bigger budgets for it.
What about Elder Balls? We have a Elden Ring style Dragon Ball game, and like you just fight
Elder Balls.
Elder Balls.
I don't think I want to play that game because
Well,
if I go to the store, you better
Hey,
make
my-
sure you
my
get it
kids
right.
looking for Elder Balls. Do you guys have any Elder Balls?
Elder
here?
Balls.
Look, we are old. It's coming.
They're gonna give
They're
you
coming.
a fucking disc, but you're gonna go home and you're gonna get something completely different on that disc.
I think
So-
I think it would have been a little bit better. Sold more copies if it was a little bit cheaper.
That
70's a lot.
70
that
is a lot.
elder abuse.
Like it is great when you're fighting, but everything else is kind of like lacking.
Presentation, I think,
Yes.
is huge.
Ooh,
Right?
you just got us downvoted.
I'm
You
just
cannot
saying,
say
for
anything
70
negative about this game. The
$70.
fans are quite like that.
Yeah.
And frankly, they do need to be told that there are a few weaknesses in the
Yes.
game, and we can address those eventually.
I like Dragon Ball. I like Dragon
Love
Ball
it.
Z.
Love
Grew up with it. I watched the original anime, and I've said for decades that Dragon Ball fans deserve better, and you should stop
Correct.
accepting the slop that we most
Yes.
often are served.
Same thing with Gundam.
Yeah, it's just like if this game had been $50, like a badass game, everyone should go fucking buy it.
Yeah.
70's
for-
70's a lot for.
This is a
Let's say they go
$40
for
game.
like.
Take it from me, I spent 110 on it.
Yeah, that was gonna say it's 110.
I
if you
spent
get
110.
The Ultimate
I did
Edition.
because I'm an Ultimate fan, so I did that.
The
I do not
deluxe.
recommend. It is not worth 110. I don't recommend you do that. Only if you live and breathe Dragon Ball.
Yeah,
Okay?
Ultimate is 110, and the Deluxe is
Yeah.
$170 for basic.
Yeah.
I was like, maybe it would have been a little bit cheaper.
Yeah.
Yeah. I get where you cut the corners, I guess, with the
screenshots.
There but as Alex said, you have the animation. Why not use it?
It would be so cool.
Yes.
Use it.
Yeah, I would probably have to pay voice actors and stuff, but I mean, come on, we can do something.
Yeah.
Another game doing really well is Metaphor ReFantazio.
Good.
Sold
good,
a
good
million copies in one day.
Holy shit.
So
Good
this is Altus. They do
Atlas.
Atlas. Yeah, the Persona games. This time it's not. You're not playing a fucking high school character, which appeals to me very much. It's a fantasy setting.
Yeah, I've watched it. It's pretty much the same thing. Yeah, but you just don't walk into a classroom.
Yeah, it's turn-based,
but good.
Its top numbers are doing better than anything I've seen Final Fantasy 16 do. I'm hoping that people over at Square Enix are looking and go, "Oh, hey, turn-based is still something that people like. Strategy is fun. It doesn't have to be just a giant mess of single-player cutscenes where I don't get to change characters, even though I've got a team. I mean, come on, Square Enix do better." But it's great to see this
They're
one.
trying. They're trying.
They're not.
They're not.
They're not. Their sales are disappointed, and I'm disappointed. Everyone's disappointed. Everyone is disappointed. Do better. Speaking of disappointing companies, Ubisoft is targeted by a class action lawsuit. They are allegedly sharing customer data with Meta on Facebook.
Can't catch a break in Ubisoft.
No. So if the people looking to buy Ubisoft, like we were reporting on, this is probably great for them because the stock prices can continue to drop for this. They allege that when purchasing a game via Ubisoft's store, like we all have done, while logged into Facebook, well, I don't have one of those, their user data would be captured by the Meta platform tracking Pixel, utilized by Ubisoft, then transferred to Meta, thereby exposing the subscriber's personal information to any person who kind of wants to get it. Well, the Video Privacy Protection Act prohibits videotape service providers such as Ubisoft from sharing this kind of data. And they purposely implemented it. They're also required to let you know when they capture this data. And they haven't because they didn't let people know.
Well, you go sign up and get you 25 cents.
Yeah. I don't remember giving Google permission to give me fucking search results based upon what I say near my fucking phone.
Oh, yeah.
But I know that is a goddamn fact, right? We'll talk about something, near my phone, and then all of a sudden, all of my shit is like that.
Hey, Lowe's
I must have been in the fine print somewhere. For a while, we were thinking, "Oh, look at this conspiracy theory." No, that is literally what happens.
Yes.
I just don't remember the fucking thing that I consented to, but whatever. Most of them are helpful.
Yeah, I mean, that's the problem with not having the ability to read every user. It's like, oh, this is a 400-page user agreement, and on page 392 in really small
in a single sentence.
Yeah, it says, for all future things, Google now owns you.
We're capturing this, fool.
Yeah.
That's what it literally says.
So, bad stuff. Starfield Shattered Space developer has responded to review criticism.
Mixed reviews, what I'm seeing.
Yeah, it's bad. So the lead designer, Emil Pagliarulo, he's responded to negative feedback, saying that he's very proud of Shattered Space and that Starfield fans who haven't played yet are missing out. It's got mostly negative as of right now on Steam. 2,500 user reviews. Most people are upset that it didn't go back and fix anything. This looked like a great opportunity, kind of like with Phantom Liberty, to go back and not only provide a DLC, but fix some of the problems in the foundations of the game. And they really didn't do that. They didn't get a lot of stuff. A lot of the mission designs are kind of paint by numbers. It's like standard Ubisoft stuff. And he's like, well, these are the people who've been working on these legendary games. It's like, yes, and they've done the same thing over and over and over and over again. And while everyone else is kind of branching out and making new things exciting, you guys are doing the same old crap, and it's kind of sucks.
It's worn thin.
Yeah. And normally he doesn't respond to these kind of things, but he wants to say that he's proud of his team for doing what they're doing. I can't imagine what it's like working there, because from all reports, it sounds like there is a giant creative bottleneck where if you work for Bethesda and you want to do anything cool, you have to get approval from your manager to eventually, as some people reported, only speak to Todd Howard about it if you want to change anything. And he's like, no changes without me, which is a horrible way to run your company. So I do feel for some of these people that are forced to do the same old crap because Todd Howard or the managers or whoever's in charge is just doing it bad.
To be fair, they are working with the restrictions in these engines, and this game is already out. They're unwilling to spend more money. A lot of that is outside of the scope of that particular game. maybe they can filter into the next Elder Scrolls. But even then, I think they're going to be using the same engine. And you're right. I think they tried to set people's expectations. At least some of the shit that I saw is like, hey, this isn't going to be a revolution or anything. We're just going to tighten down the story and do a little more focused. There's also the rover. But still, with all that, it didn't really meet expectations. It didn't really satisfy people.
It's not really bringing anyone back.
I still have not had a chance to play it. I've just been
You don't
so
really want
busy
to,
behind the
though.
scenes.
I don't want to.
And I don't want to play it. That's what I was going to Yeah, you guys already got to it before me. I don't feel the need to.
Mm-hmm.
I think Starfield, sadly, was just, it's that brand of bland and generic and hodgepodge all smashed together that it doesn't inspire me to come into the world. And frankly, you have Todd Howard to thank for that.
Yeah.
Because that's right. You want to go, you want to change something, you go through Todd. And Todd's like, we don't need that. I'm going for this specific thing. And it turns out everything they're adding to the game is shit that Todd said, no, we don't need that. And now here it comes. Same thing with fucking Fallout Online. We don't need NPCs. Oh, now there's NPCs and everybody's like, this is fucking great.
People that hated the game that I know, they're like, the game is actually
The game is fucking great because it's what people wanted.
76 is good.
And Todd's like, motherfucker.
What do you mean you didn't want a battle? What is a battle royale? Is because that's what they designed it for.
I didn't want NPCs. I wanted 16 times the detail of foliage.
Yeah.
Turned out it wasn't 16 times the detail.
No.
I thought that we were going to exchange NPCs for 16 times the detail. We did not get 16
The game is
times.
just so realistic, though. My character kept getting stuck in doorways. Sometimes I get stuck in doorways. It happens. Okay?
Okay. All right.
So, I played with OJ one time, and then we shot at this one. We shot at this guy who was invulnerable. Like, the bullets would just kind of go through him. That was fun.
That's good old Bethesda,
It's
man.
good.
I cannot wait for Skyrim. This is gonna be great.
Buy it twice. It's so good.
Yeah. Skyrim 2? Yeah. Can't wait.
Elder Scrolls. Sorry, I don't know what they're fucking calling it.
Skyrim 2.
Skyrim
Electric
2.
Boogaloo.
Yeah. 11. All right. You had some news about some stuff?
Yeah, guys. I know how much y'all have fun with Bloodlines.
Love it.
So Bloodlines 2.
Hate it.
Okay,
Is it
this
still
is a
coming out?
vampire game.
Is it out?
Yes.
I don't know.
It's getting close. So it's a bit more of an action RPG, Paradox Executive says. People who have seen it and played about it talk like it's like Dishonored. They mentioned Dishonored.
Like to a franchise or what?
Well, Deputy CEO Matthias said that the Chinese Room is putting their own stamp on the game, and I can't tell if that's a good thing or a bad thing because I don't know the Chinese Room stamp.
You know who also put their stamp on something?
Oh my God, Joe!
Rings of
What are
Power.
we
Rings of
doing?
Power.
Rings of
They
Power.
put their
Who
stamp on.
put the stamp on it? Those
They're like,
writers.
I'm gonna make it mine.
And,
You mean rubber
and they ain't
stamper.
even with them anymore. The writers got let go. It's the fucking show owners, or showrunners that need to be let go. Anyways, Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2 was announced back in 2019. Okay? And it has been a fucking disaster
years,
since
yeah.
then.
That's nothing.
Yeah,
Star
that's
Citizen.
right.
Yeah,
It's nothing
Beyond
compared
Good
to
and
that.
Beyond Good and Evil.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, don't forget, lead writer and creative director were fired from developer Hardsuit. At some point thereafter, senior narrative designer Cara Ellison also left. And then it was delayed in 2021. Then it was delayed indefinitely. And then Hardsuit was taken off the job entirely. Then 2 years later, we found the Chinese Room picked it up. And this is the studio behind Dear Esther and Everybody's Gone to the Rapture. 2 games that I haven't gotten heavily into. I don't know much about. But yeah. So it's quite a bit, and this game has had some turmoil behind the scenes.
Just play the original. Or watch our video that we did of OJ playing the original. He's not very good at it.
Here's what has me worried.
Terrible vampire.
As for the nature of the experience people play, generally, here's the quote, generally, it is a continuation of the same vision. But Chinese Room had to make it theirs. That... So far in our world, that has not been good. That does not bode well.
No.
They had to make it
Amazon
theirs.
bought the license to Lord of the Rings. They had to make it theirs.
They put their stamp on it for sure.
And put their fucking mushroom stamp
Well,
on it.
we all know greatness takes time. Concord, 10 years.
So, gameplay terms. People have seen it. They talk
5
about
years.
Dishonored. Lygia says. So it's a bit more of an action RPG, but very steeped in the lore in the sense that you're a vampire in the world of darkness. Really? Really? I would have never thought.
We're vampires?
Look, listen.
This description.
I was
oh,
a vampire,
man,
and I fell
love
on some
Paradox,
very
but
dark
this is-
times.
yeah.
I'm in the alley eating rats,
Yeah.
trying to get this homeless lady.
Would
She
you,
wouldn't have sex with you.
would you, as a fan of the original, guys, does that sound good for you? Like
No.
a Dishonored take on it?
I wanted to make it like the last one was, like story and like cool. Well, they were gonna do the same.
Generally, it's a continuation of the same vision.
Stuff. Yeah, but the following
Gin.
sentence.
We wanted to
But
make it
they had to
ours.
make it theirs.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right. Well, it's going to be a while until we find out because Bloodlines 2 was delayed yet again, or this past August. It's going to be first half of 2025. Okay. So there's that news story.
Right in time for spooky season?
You
You know, May?
know, for spooky season.
Yeah, I know. I'm
Oh,
just saying,
it's
yeah, 'cause-
October, so you got me
Yeah,
confused.
yeah.
Anyways, Grand Theft Auto Online has actually having a machinima put across U.S. theaters? What? Bullshit. No, apparently the Grand Theft Auto Online production of Hamlet is going to be in theaters.
You know, I saw Hamlet. It's too close to Lion King. It's like they ripped off Disney for some reason.
Those
It's quoted as an innovative, immersive take on Shakespeare's Hamlet shot entirely in the world of Grand Theft Auto. Penny Grills and Sam Crane's festival hit Grand Theft Hamlet is coming soon to U.S. theaters and streaming globally.
Man.
So I think it's cool. I mean, long ago, I made some machinimas myself. And, you know, got picked up by Machinima, and they wanted my Mass Effect Machinimas over on their channel, and I had to give them my videos and not host them on my, you know, fuck Machinima way back in the day. And that was all. But I was really into it, and so I have some roots here. So I think it's cool that a Machinima of some sort is getting wide theatrical release and attention like this.
That's how long ago this game came out and like how delayed 6 is. It's like we're getting to the point where you know, it's like, come on, to put 6 out already. But they had to make their casino.
Yeah, and
Just
now
making money.
Dirty
unfortunately
money.
Yeah.
everything is
There's no
casino
point.
based, and yeah, it's a shame. But we'll see what comes of this, and yeah, I just thought it was an interesting little bit.
I like Hamlet.
Guys, go check out Transformers 1. If you want a good movie, Terrifier 3, go check that out. And Transformers 1, I want y'all to support those films instead of, you know, shit like Joker 2.
And next week, is it next week?
No,
already
something's coming
for-
this week. We're going to go see.
Venom?
What is it?
Is it Venom Last Dance?
Venom is this week.
No, that's not what we was going to see this week. It was going to be Smile 2.
Oh.
I think Venom is then the next week after that.
I still haven't seen Smile 1.
You should see Smile 1 because actually it was quite good. I don't think that Smile 2 is going to be able to live up to Smile 1, frankly. But we shall see. If you like creature effects and a good horror, Smile really surprised me. People were like, go see Smile. I was like, I don't want to see this stupid movie. Right? Like, you know, it's like that stupid Facebook kind of fucking weird films like that that's all low effort, but Smile really surprised. So I think you'll be pleasantly surprised with Smile. But sequel, I don't know. All right. That's all I got. Let's go to, we'll see you in episode 2. Thanks to our sponsors, Extra. Grab yourself one.
25% off.
Good deal right now. Link down below, and we'll see you on the next Angry Joe Show, episode 2. Bye, guys.